Welcome back to another episode of the Hermit Poetry Series. I'm Neil Aitken, and on this channel I read poetry, mostly work by contemporary poets, occasionally poems of my own, and once in a while poems from the past. Today's poem comes to us from Li-Young Lee from Rose, published by BOA Editions in 1986. This poem is entitled Eating Alone. I've pulled the last of the year's young onions. The garden is bare now. The ground is cold, brown, and old. What is left of the day flames in the maples at the corner of my eye. I turn, a cardinal vanishes. By the cellar door, I wash the onions, then drink from the icy metal spigot. Once, years back, I walked beside my father among the windfall pears. I can't recall our words. We may have strolled in silence, but I still see him bend that way, left hand braced on knee creaky, to lift and hold to my eye a rotten pear. In it a hornet spun crazily, glazed in slow, glistening juice. It was my father I saw this morning, waving to me from the trees. I almost called to him until I came close enough to see the shovel leaning where I had left it in the flickering, deep green shade. White rice steaming, almost done, sweet green peas fried in onions, shrimp braised in sesame oil and garlic, and my own loneliness. What more could I, a young man, want? That was Eating Alone by Li-Young Lee from Rose, BOA Editions 1986. If you're not familiar with Li-Young Lee, please do check out the description of this video, and you'll find his bio, you'll find a link to where you can purchase this book, and you'll find a list of other projects and series that I'm working on. But most of all, you'll find Li-Young Lee, who is one of my absolute favorite all-time poets, and someone whose work I greatly admire and inspired me. Honestly, when I was starting to write, I was writing for some time, but when I came to university and started to take classes and think about who else was writing in the world and what they were writing, and kind of without really too much guidance and direction, just turned to the voices that I could find. And one of the voices I found in an Asian American literature class was Li-Young Lee's, and I recognized in it, in his voice and in his work, something that deeply connected to the experiences that I knew and I understood. So I highly recommend his work. A really wonderful poet, a brilliant essayist, and a fantastic person to get to know his basically the work that he does. So, yes, please do check him out. And if you want to support this channel, just subscribe to the channel, like these videos, share these videos as links on social media, or just comment below and let me know what are the things that you really enjoyed about this particular video or other videos, and if you have any recommendations, poets or poems that you'd like to see featured. I'm always open to your suggestions, and I hope that these videos, these poems, are inspiring you and helping you discover a wealth of new poets and new poems that might not have been on your radar. And in some cases, rediscover poets and poems that have been living quietly in the shadows of your past and bring them forward again and remind you of just how wonderful creative writing can be, just the power of language, poetry, the ability of these words to spring to life in our mind and stir within us a desire to reconnect, to understand this world, to find a place within it. It's a marvelous, wonderful thing to find connection and community through art. And I wish you all the best in your own creative journey. So we'll see you again soon, every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And thank you all for being a part of this journey and being part of this viewership. And I hope to see you again in another video very soon. Until then, stay safe and well. Keep reading, keep writing, keep being part of the good fight of poetry and art in making a change in this world. And we will see you again soon. Bye.